Bienvenue to Le Café Craft. Today we're doing cool stuff. Here we go. This is what we're doing. We're doing this little beauty. Whoa, how cool is this? Oh yeah, this is cool. You can stand up. You can open it. You can put papers in it. Like this or like that. Now, the good news is you can do any dimension that you want. And when I say any dimension that you want, let me show you the bigger one. Why? Because bigger sometimes is better. Hold on. This is the bigger one. Okay? And this is the same thing. See it? So you open it, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, you can put full size 8.5 by 11 papers in it if you wanted to. Okay, here it is. This is the sides, right? And this is the bottom. Now, this is done with, well, it's empty, so, you know, because with the elastic, you can actually put a lot of stuff in it. This size, this specific size, you're gonna need to buy several with a ruler. Why? Because you are gonna need the big size, the mega size, all right? Which means it's gonna have to be at least 9 wide, and of course, preferably 12 high, right? Because you want to put your 11 size paper in it. Today we're doing the small one, this one. Why? Because this way we can stay into the camera, you know, field of vision. Yes. All right, see this one? Ooh, this is pretty, isn't it? Oh, hold on, I got to show you how that happened. That happened because I went to the thrift store and I found this for $2.98. And that thing was on the plastic. How cool is this? I mean, we all know how much cardstock is, right? Yes, we do. Okay, now that you saw my little treasure, that I have my big box right here, I'm gonna put this. Seen it? Yes, you like it? Yes. It's easy. Okay? Keep that in mind. It is easy. Now, to do that little one. Ooh, this is so cute, isn't it? Now, this one, what I like about it, contrary to the big one, because the big one has a base, right? This one, you can put it flat if you wanted to. You see? If you wanted to ship it or mail it to somebody, you can put it flat. And that's, you know, that's a good thing. And it is adorable, okay? We all voted to say this is adorable. What do you need? Well, here's the thing. You're gonna need several boxes, right? Like so. So this way, this is the cheapest way to go about it. This, you're gonna need a shopping bag, paper bag. You know, like when they say paper or plastic, you say paper, and then you take that. Why? Because this is extremely resistant. It's way more resistant than regular craft paper because you can actually put your food in it. You see what I'm saying? It's a good paper. Okay, what else are you gonna need? You're gonna need all kind of stuff like a pencil, a ruler, another ruler in case you cannot find this one. I'm gonna put this here. You're gonna need punchy thing like this because you want to do that little round thing, right? You're gonna need, you know, something little tabs or if you want to put little circle, you know, to put on top of your pages. And I'm trying to think what else. And you're gonna need some brads to do that cute little thing here. And you are gonna need the most important thing that is gone now, elastic. Yes. Okay, we're doing it. So we're doing it. This one, we're gonna have to cut 2 pieces of I mean, any dimension that you want to do, all right? Just keep that in mind. This one right here, which I love that one, is going to be 5.5 by 9. You need 2 pieces, yes? And then you're going to need 4 pieces who are going to be 5.5 by 7 3/4. 7 3/4. Why? I don't know. All right, hold on. So we're going to need 5.5 by, what did I say? 9. You're going to need 2 pieces. And then you're going to need 5.5 by 7 3/4. And you're going to need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We're doing that. Then you're going to have to pick some paper to cover it. Okay, so you can, if it's the first one that you make, maybe you don't want to pick like the best paper you have. You can use book pages. You can use anything you want. I'm going to use, because that's another thing that I found, I'm going to use this. Because look at all the cards. I mean, it's not cardstock, but it's kind of close to be cardstock for a ridiculous price at the thrift store. So I'm going to use pages of this because it kind of look cool, doesn't it? Yes, it does. All right. So we're going to cut 2 pieces like this, 4 pieces like that. Yes. And then we resume. Yes. Yes. All right. So how those dimensions came out, I mean, if you're cutting several boxes, you will realize fast enough that the regular size of cereal box is 7 3/4. I think we talked about that, right? Because that's going to be the 4 panel. We said the 7 3/4. See, this is why those measurements, sometimes I don't know where the measurement come from. That's why I just took the box, okay? And then 5.5, right? And then if you take this, you realize this is 11. So with one cereal box, you cut this in half and then you get your 4 panels. Yes? Yes. Now the bigger box, that box right here, okay, the width is 9 inches, and that's where we want for the height, right? But then we need 5.5, so you're gonna need only 1 panel. This panel missing here, right? And those are your 2 5.5 by 9, and here I'm gonna cut that in half, and I'm gonna have my 5.5 by 7 3/4. I mean, how easy is this? Very easy. I mean, watch me messing it up, but it should be okay. So then, because we're not gonna measure all day, right? Can we agree on that? Now, I know that maybe the size there or not, that's okay because you're not gonna actually see them, so I'm just saying. You know what? Let me use that size. It looks kind of better. Just saying. But it's not like you're gonna see them, right? Okay. Here, I'm cutting here. Done and done. That's your best you do. Okay, so you got your 4 panel, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And they are 5.5 by 7 3/4, right? Which is your regular size cereal boxes. You're gonna eat cereals for a while, I'm telling you that. And then the big box, so, kind of like pick a kind that, can deal with for a few days. And you're gonna need 2 panel, right? And they're gonna be 9 high by 5.5. And you get 2 of those. Yes, yes. Okay, we get that. I got all my atlas papers that I think I'm gonna need. So I got that here. We are gonna need to cut. Might as well we cutting because then we assemble and then we're done. How cool is this? You're gonna need to take your shopping bag, the paper bag. You're gonna have to cut right here. So we're gonna do that. I don't know if I'm all right, let's sleep dangerously. Can we do this? I don't know. Well, I changed my blade, so maybe that will work. I mean, it doesn't have to be kind of straight. Ha! Done and done. Keep this. I'm sure you can do stuff with those things, right? Who knows? maybe I find another project. All right, and those you're gonna need 8 pieces of 2.5 wide and 7 3/4 high. All right, so let's take the 7 3/4 high. It's gonna be that high. Maybe I'm better off doing it like this. How many I have? I have 2 things, so they're gonna need, but I need 2.5, 2.5. So hold on now. Take your paper bag, right? And you kind of measure 2.5. So I got 1 and 2. Now I got 4. I got 6. And I got 8. 2.5, yes. Because, you know, I have this one and that one. I have to take those things off, right? Okay, so you're gonna need strip 2.5, okay? And they're gonna have to be at least 7 3/4 high. So you just go with this, whatever that dimension is for you, right? And then go for it. You just cut it right here and then slice, 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 slice. Yes? Yes. All right. So I got to take this off. Hold on. Because you get that thing here. And then you get that thing here. All right, so where am I? Right here. I don't want that. I mean, if we need to, we can always take it. 2.5 right here. About, okay? I mean, it's not like your life depends on it. It's just that you need 2.5. All right. Okay. I wanted to talk, but you know what? I think I'm going to have to kind of focus on what I'm doing. We're just going to talk when we glue. How about that? Because we're going to need some glue to dry. Yes. Yes. All right. And I have one more. All right. 2.5. See? So pretty much you get to go buy cereals. Don't forget to ask for a paper bag, and then you get everything you need. Yes, yes. And we said they have to be 7 3/4. Is everything 2.5? This doesn't look 2.5 to me. No, this is 2. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I knew it. I need another one. I don't know what I did. I must have messed it up. I'm really good at that. But here. All right. But they need to be 7 3/4. All right. So 7 3/4. I say 7 3/4. We're gonna make the strip 7.5. Okay. Because otherwise we're gonna be from here to there. 7.5, right? So we're gonna have a little bit here and a little bit there, right? Just the way we like it. So 7.5 for the strips. Now make sure they're all the same height, because I run into a little bit of logistics. If you're gonna look at it from the side, it's pretty important that everything is the same height. Yes, yes. Because you're gonna see them on the side. I mean, it's not like an odd piece. Well, actually, it is kind of an odd piece if you ask me. All right, we keep that. Okay, pretty much you cut 7.5 until you run out of strips. Yes, yes. All right, so you do have your 8 pieces. Yes, yes. There are 2.5. Okay, 2.5 by 7.5, and you need 8. Yes, okay. Those are your board. So that's front and back. That's your insert, and those are your strips. You're also gonna need, but only 4 of them. You're gonna need. So 2.5 by 4, 2.5 by 4, and those you're gonna need 4 of them. 4 strip of 2.5 by 4. Yes, yes, I got some 2.5 here. You need 5. 5. All right, by 4. Okay, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How cool is this? All right, so 1, and I need 2.5. 1, 2.5. Let me do this because obviously I'm not that good. 1, 2.5. And this one is gonna be not enough. Not enough. So we don't want that one. All right. So you get your 5 strips, right? Of 2.5 by 4. Trying to this is 4, isn't it? Yes. Oof, I got scared. Okay. 1, 2. We don't want this one. All right, 1, 2. Then I need 2.5. 2.5. Oh, no, this one is no good. No good. No good. Make sure you put the no good, somewhere else. Throw them over your shoulder or something. Yeah, we don't want to interfere. Okay, I got 4. I need 5. So the last one, I'm just gonna, yeah. And as per machines go, I mean the cutting machine, we are done. Okay, everything which is not the right, whatever, we just take it out. Take it out. All right, done with this. All right, so first thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna do accordion, right? Those deal. We're gonna do gusset, the gussets. I think that should be called the cafe gusset because I'm always doing gusset. But I think it's so cool. Anyway, all right. Fold in half. Fold back. Flip. Fold back. And it's really easy, contrary to cardstock, because it's flexible, but it's strong, all right? So you do that with every single one of them, including those, okay? Including the little ones, your 4 inches, right? You do the same thing, okay? I mean, that is not hard, right? You keep doing that until, I don't know, till the, what is it there already? Until the cows come home, right? Okay, now you've seen enough of me doing that. You doing it. All right, so you have all your little, the tall one, the small one. You got all of that is done. Yes. All right, put that on the side. You take your board because you're going to have to cover your board. Guys, I love you, but I am not going to glue everything. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cover first and cut after. Okay, you're gonna have to cover your board front and back. Yes. So I'm gonna do that. You are gonna do that. Life is gonna be great. Like this, kind of. I mean, just don't go through extreme because you're gonna cut around it. See, when you do map, you got to be careful because there's already so many lines on those things. Oh, look, I'm gonna put that on tags and stuff. All right, now, which one? Where is this? Where is, oh, hold on. Where is that? I can do, I think Brussels. Brussels. What is this one? That's Germany. Brussels, Germany. We don't care, right? Okay. We're gonna glue. All right. This is how I am gonna do it. Because we want to get it done. Yes. All right, you glue. All right, so like we're gluing, so I'm gonna glue a few panels with you and catch up. All right, so welcome, all subscribers, the new one, the old guard, the diehard, and all the one in between, every single one of you. Welcome. Actually, if you're not a subscriber, please press that little subscribe button. I wanted to say thank you for watching all the stuff I do, even though if it's not... Okay, I gotta tell you something. The algorithm, whatever they call it, with YouTube and me, we are two separate entities because I am not, I'm not on top of it by any means. Whenever sometimes there's plenty videos, sometimes there's not that many videos, I just I do apologize. Oh, and you know what? I keep forgetting. Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you to the Facebook group. Guys, if you do cool stuff, you can make a little picture of it, a little video of it, and post it in the Facebook group. So that's one thing. Two, thank you to my patrons, because my patrons are actually the producers of those wonderful crafting video. So thank you to all of you. It is so appreciated. And I also wanted to thank the YouTube members. I have members, guys. You can be a member. And the super thanks. Thank you so much. I got some super thanks. I was like, oh my gosh. That made me so happy. So I just want you to know that. So thank you. Thank you for your comments. I usually answer them. Like the same thing. Not maybe at that second, but I usually answer every single one of them. All right, let's hear. What do we put here? We can put this. Ooh, those are mountains, aren't they? That's pretty cool. Oh, can we read something? Where is this? The what? The great. This is this mountain. That's the Himalaya. I was like, that sure qualifies for mountains, doesn't it? All right. So you see how I'm covering it, right? I just put the glue and I just glued it on, and then I cut around it because otherwise we'd be here all day, right? And actually, something I noticed? We always do the borders and then the middle with the glue, right? And I think actually it kind of totally defeats the purpose. There's no up and down. We're putting them sideways. Actually, I think we should do the middle first and the side last, just in case your glue dries a little bit. Okay. All those maps are making me so visually dizzy. All right, so right now we have one panel, okay? So you do all of your panel. The 4 panels, well, I got 3 left, right? And 2 big panels, okay? And when that's done, we be back and we making it so cool. Yes. All right, so we have all our little boards all made. We have all our little strips all made, and we're gonna put everything together. Okay, now I'm not edging. I'm done edging, guys. I'm done edging because it just takes the whole day. I'm using, what is it? Sketch marker, and that's called Shamrock. Okay, and Shamrock is exactly in the tone of my maps. So this is what I'm doing. Of course, you can do anything you want to do. If you want to edge with the, ink pads and all of that, just go right ahead. You don't have to. I figure give it a little bit of a finished look, okay? I'm not edging that yet. Well, actually, I'm going to edge the sides because we have to make some cuts on the top and bottom. You have to say, this is such a cool way to edge, isn't it? Yes, it is. It goes so fast. Oops. Be careful now. Don't get carried away. All right. Done with that right now. Now, we need glue. Glue. I'm going to put the glue upside down for a second. So, okay. Big boards. Put here. We take the little boards. And while I was doing my little boards, and okay, if you get like you want to read things, make sure they're not sideways, but if they're up and down, make sure they are the right way. Okay, that looks good. The 2.5 by 7.5, you get to add 1 strip. Where's my pen? I don't know. Got one here. So 8 plus 1, 8 plus 2, sorry. So actually you need 10 of those. Yes, yes. All right. Take your strips. You make sure they're all the same length about. Yes, and we are just gonna glue them on our board like so. Okay, now glue. Okay, how you know how you're gonna put your strip, right? So you don't have the thing going the other way around. Put your thumb in the middle of it. Yes, put the glue here. Put it down this way. Yes, I don't know. You know, I glued them the wrong way so many times. Whatever helps. Okay. The most important thing, put glue so you can move them around if needed. Yes. Okay. Is the top. What you are gonna say is the top. Like in this case, my top is here. Right? Make sure they are gonna be all the same way at the top. Because you're gonna look at it from the top. You're not gonna look at from the bottom. See what I'm getting at? So if there's a little bit of discrepancy, it's better to have it at the bottom. Anyhow, you put it on your board almost to the top, but not to the top. Almost to the edge, but not to the edge. And it should look like this. It should look like almost to the edge, yes, and almost to the top. Yes, yes. All right, you are gonna need clippies. There we go. We do have the clippies. All right, clip. I'm gonna make a few board with you and then, you know, we're gonna resume when it's all done, okay? So this way we don't spend all day. All right, put your thumb in the middle, like so. Put the glue. Apply. This is the top right here. See, if you keep your thumb in the middle, then there's less room for mistake. Almost to the top, almost to the edge. And once it's exactly right, you clip. 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 Thank you, Joanne. Send me those. Thank you. I get my little happy mail every now and then. Thank you, guys. It's so appreciated. I love them. You know, I have a little shelf for my happy mail, and then I usually just keep them forever. Then I can look at them and go through them. Anyway, long story short. All right, the little one. You know, you have that little gusset. That goes in the bottom, and it should go exactly right in between those two. Yes, yes. Put your thumb in the middle, put the glue. I hope you can see what I'm doing, almost to the edge. Not over the edge. Let's not go over the edge, okay? Almost to the edge. All right. And clip, clip, clip. Yes, yes, put it on the side. You take your second board. I already edge all around. This one is sideways, so I don't have any top or bottom, which is a good thing. Take the glue, put the glue. I mean, once you glue one or two, you know, you can glue 100. And you know, almost to the top, almost to the edge. Clip, clip. I had to gather all the clip that I had because this needs a lot of clips. All right, this is gonna be the top. So I'm gonna go almost to the top. Put your thumb in the middle. This is the Gusset Factory. We're gonna have such a cool, I think I'm gonna call that a paper sorter. It's to sort your papers. Now the big one, right? The big cereal box. I mean, you can put your 8.5 by 11 in it, so that's pretty cool. And I thought, what can you put in this little guy, right? And you know what? I thought I'm gonna put all my receipt. Then this way I can sort out all my receipt and then put them in there. And when comes tax time, which would be soon enough, as we know, bam, I got everything sorted out. Because receipt don't need, you know. And then this way you just, you know, shuffle them in. Then you're done. And then it looks cool. It looks pretty. You can leave it on your shelf. All right. Take the little one. Put your thumb in the middle. Put your glue. And glue your gusset. See, if you put enough glue, you can move them. That's why, you know, don't be stingy on glue. All right, not over the edge, mind you. All right, and then I'm going to put this and this. And then the first one should be dry. I'm going to take the clip from the first one and do the other two. All right, so we do our 4 boards. Yes, yes, and then we resume. Okay, so we finished all our boards, and it should look something like this. Right? You got your 4 little boards. You put your little gussets all around. Make sure you got, if you edge, you know, make sure it's all good on all sides. Because, you know, it's harder to make correction once it's all assembled. Okay, so we got the 4 boards. Now, okay, we put this on the side. Now, what we're doing is going to be the front boards. This front here. How do we do that? Well, this is so easy to do. Okay. And this is so cute because it gives you little legs. And anyway, I like it. I like it. We need a ruler. You are going to need to... I already made one. We're going to need to make a mark at 1 inch from the border, right? From the edge here. 1 inch. You make a mark that eventually you're going to be able to see, which is not going to be really easy with those maps, but, you know, and you line up the other side and you make a mark at 1 inch. Take your board the other way around and you do the same thing. Now, in order to make that little thing here, right, I used, you know, my favorite thing, which is this, you know, the envelope maker puncher. If you do not have that, let me show you. Because this one, the board ended up being so thick, there was no way I could punch on it. So what I did is I cut straight down, right? Then I made a little angle here, and then I cut all the way here. But we're going to do that together. But I'm just saying, in case you don't have this, you can go straight, right? And then you angle it, and then you're done, right? So there's no excuse not to do it. Yes, yes. All right, now this is gonna be hard work because this is rather thick, which means I'm gonna have to stand up. You get to be so strong, okay? And I got my mark here. I'll put it in the middle here. And 2, and you do the other side. Same thing. And 1 more. This is my workout for the day. It really is. Whew, done. Okay, done with this. And now we're doing surgery. Surgery is gonna be, you're gonna line up your ruler from the bottom here to the bottom here, right? Like so. Exactly right. Yes. Press on the ruler and cut. And go over as many times as you need. But make sure you press on your ruler, not on the blade. You just glide the blade. When you're done gliding, here you go. See, this is how that works, right? You do the same thing on the other side, like so. All right, done with that. Take this. We don't keep this. For once, there's something we don't keep. File it just in case, you know, you get a little bit of this or a little bit of that. Okay, now your second board, I strongly suggest you take the first one, you put it over, and then you trace it, then you know exactly where to go. Yes? Yes. All right. So we got that done. Now, I edge my front board with my, what is it called already? Clover thing? No, shamrock. What am I talking about? Clover. Okay. And I'm gonna edge this. I mean, you don't have to, right? I'm just doing it because, why not? All right. Done. You are done. Almost done. Now, what we have to do is this, because we got to do this before we assemble, otherwise your life is gonna be miserable. Okay. Now, I was debating if this should be lower, right? But on the other hand, I kind of like it to be that high. I don't know. I think it give it a kind of a cool look. So I'm going to keep it that way. If you want to put it lower here, you can. You can do anything you want. You can put one high and the other one lower. Whatever, you know. Whatever floats your little boat. Okay. So I get to go. My understanding is I went 1 inch down. Actually, almost one. Actually, I think what I did is I used this and I went as far as I could. Let me see if that makes any sense. Yes, that's exactly what I did. All right, so we get to get the mid. We get to get in the middle of it all. All right, we do have 5.5. That make it 2 3/4. Yes, yes. I'm getting good at that. Oh yeah, 2 3/4. So right, you know what? I'm gonna go down. Might as well put it where I need it to. 1, 2, 3, like somewhere here. There we go. All right, I know it's scary. I'm taking the small hole. Okay, if you're using those things, take the small one because we're putting a brad. All right, I'm gonna go as low as I can go on this. Done. And now, as I was saying, once you're done with one, use that. At least you have something symmetrical, right? Right. This way, if you mess it up, you mess it up twice. Okay, that is done. You are gonna need this and that. You're gonna have to make them thick enough. So if you cut into cardstock, any kind of cardstock, right? You're gonna need 4 thickness, all right? 4 of the small one, 4 of the bigger one. Get that? Get that. You just glue them, and then you punch them in the middle. I don't have to do it on camera. You all know how to do that, right? You punch, and then you punch in the middle, right? And again, and again, and again. All right, so you're taking the small one that you're gonna glue right on the top like so. And then you're gonna take this one and then you're gonna glue it on top like so. Yes, then you're gonna take a brad, pretty brad. I have 2 pretty brad. One is not the same than the other one, but you know what? It doesn't matter because one is on one side and one is on the other side. And then because both sides are gonna be identical, I can move it whichever way I like better. Yes, yes. All right. Before you do all of that, and make sure your brad goes all the way in, and then you get enough for a return, right? You see, I don't have that much, but make sure you get enough for a return. Otherwise, this is not gonna do you any good. All right. We're making one together. Small one first. And then we're done. We just glue all the other stuff together, put a little elastic. And I mean, I don't know, in about an hour or an hour and a half, or maybe an hour, if your glue dries fast, you're done. I get to make sure. All right. And then this one. Oh, no. Don't do that because this is bigger, so you're gonna put the glue on this. Yes, yes. And make sure you let it dry. I mean, that has to dry really good, okay? Because otherwise, it's gonna move. Your holes are not gonna be lined up. All right, so make sure you put the glue on this one and then put this one on the top, okay? Let's just see if you see some light on the other side. You are good, right? Right. Press it. See, when you press it, it moves. Make sure you still line up with your hole. Yes, yes. And we do the other one. Okay, and then we glue those things together while this is drying. Put this one on. I'm sure my wonderful editor is gonna speed it up because we're just gluing little circles here. Oh, here. All right, put that on the side. And now we are gonna glue those things. All right, so how do we glue those things? Well, that's easy. We're using glue. Glue. Now, those are not hard to assemble because they just go one on top of the other. And then you tap, 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 and they should be all good. Yes, yes. I mean, I know it seems like it's gonna be such a thing, but it's not gonna be a thing. Actually, if there is a thing, right, it's gonna be gluing them on the front and back because, as you know, the front and back are higher than those insert. We're gonna call them insert at this point because we're gonna insert. They are inserted. Okay, don't forget the little one in the bottom, right? Take number 2 and put it on it, just like that. Press them together because your board should be the same sizes, right? So that's that. That is that. And then we keep on going. See what I'm saying? It's not a... You think it's going to be a lot of precision and it just go one on top of the other. That is it. This is one of those rare moments that everything comply to what you want them to do. All right, don't forget to do the side and the height. And then put enough glue. Put enough glue this way. It has a chance to, you know, slide exactly where it should be. Because if you don't put enough and then it starts to dry, then it's going to be very hard for you to move them around. All right, and this is going to be the last one. I don't know where I am here. Maybe in China or Korea or I don't know. I mean on the map, right? Not me, but the maps. All right, and when you're sure that everything is lined up, well, you go right ahead, pinch. All right, and then you're gonna let it dry. And then we're gonna put this on those, finish this, do the elastic, and then we're done, done. Cool. All right, we're just gonna let it dry. Okay, so this is dry. Yes. All right, so now we got our little insert, okay? Make sure that's not like little speck of glue, you know. All right, we all good? Okay, now, do you remember those 2 extra strips? Yes, you know those, the 2 extra strips, right? They're right here. They go on the front here because, as you can tell, you don't have any here. Yes. So we're gonna have to glue this and this one that I put some marker on, but who's gonna know? Okay, so we're gonna have to glue this. In the meantime, we are gonna put our little brads. You're gonna need some washi. Okay, now let's see. I need my knife. There we go. 1, 2. A bit of glue. A bit of glue. A little piece of washi. I didn't even know I had green washi, but anyway, I do. So even better. Like so, right? So if you put some papers and everything, it doesn't grab on it. That's usually the thing to do. Yes. All right, so we're good with that. we are gonna glue those. You put your thumb inside. Sorry, I almost forgot about that set. Almost to the edge, almost to the top. Move it if you need to. Not over the edge, mind you. Same thing on the other side. Sorry, I almost forgot about those two guys. So it's gonna be the same thing for the strips, right? We added 2, right? So you're gonna need 5 of the small one. Because this is gonna get glued on your front or back, for that matter, board. Right. Bottom one. Almost to the edge. Clip. And clip. There we go. And that's got to dry. All right, make sure you got all your tops. I got scared for a second. I thought I put this one the other way around. Anyhow, but now you're gonna have to glue this on this. Now, in order to glue this on this, as you know, right, they are higher. Yes. So, I mean, depending on what's your measurement, right? Because I don't know what measurement you pick to do, but you're gonna need, hold on now. Just almost switch to metric. You're gonna need the same thing kind of on the top and on the bottom, right? So that's 3/4 of an inch, and that's about a 1/2 inch in the bottom. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so 3/4 of an inch from the top. You make a little mark. 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch is good. Put a little mark on your inside, right? So eventually you're not gonna have to erase it because you're gonna glue thing on it. 3/4 of an inch. And actually, I don't think you get to measure the bottom because whatever is gonna be, it's gonna be, right? Right. I'm just trying to make it as easy and with the less measurement possible. All right? About 3/4 of an inch from the top. I mean, it's pretty important that you get the same thing on both sides, right? Because you're not going to be able to put it up. You see what I'm saying? Because this is higher. Yes. Am I making sense? I hope so. All right, so 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, now I'm going to use this for the front. I don't know why. I figure like I'm going to use this for the front. Trying to figure out which way I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it that way. All right, so we're gonna put glue on here. We're gonna take that board, but that board, we're gonna have to line up the top with the marks that you made. And that's the one I was saying, if there is one that you're gonna have to be aware of what you're doing, it's gonna be that one, right? Which means when you're gonna glue it, it's gonna have to be on that mark. On both sides. Okay, here we go. Whew, I thought I couldn't see the mark. Right here and right there. Okay, we're doing it? Yes, we're doing it. All right, glue. Should you be scared? Yes, let's be scared. We're getting scared like right now, this second. I'm scared. I mean, I already made 2, right? Small one, a big one. So, you know what? We're just gonna do it. Oh, and then we get to put the little tab. That's cool. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I think it looks cool with the little tabs. You know, those little tabs right here, right? Then you can write something on them or whatever. Okay, so we're doing the top with the top. Okay, the top is where your washi tape is, yes? Yes. All right, we get to line up on those 2 marks. Aim for the marks. I'm sliding until I see my mark. Got my mark here. I think it's got to go higher a little bit. Okay, I'm good. Now, if you're good with the top, then you can go on the side because the width is the same width. Yes? Yes. You good? You're good. You clip. And you're gonna have to do the same, like butterfly in your stomach type of deal for the other board. And then you will be done. We get to put little tabs, that's cool. And then we get to put the elastic, that's pretty, well, actually, I kind of measure the elastic like so many times over, but you know, it's no big deal because that always can be changed. I mean, it's just a little twirly elastic. Or you can put a little string if you don't want to put an elastic. I thought the elastic was pretty cool, you know? It's like an in and out thing, right? You know, you just take it out. Open it, you put your little stuff in it. You take it, you close it. Okay, we're not gonna put it very tight because we want to be able to expand if needed. Yes, because it's a storage thing, right? So if you want to make it, you know, like stuff it with, right? Right. Got it? Got it. Okay, we're gonna have to put this one on this one. We did the marks right here. So same thing. Is it dry? We're gonna say it's dry. We're gonna say it's dry. Now, this is gonna be a little bit, should it be harder? I don't know, maybe. Oh yeah, because we're gonna have to look over this thing. See what I'm saying? You're not gonna have the same wonderful vision, but you're gonna see your mark. You see my mark right here? You just aim for that mark, press it, and then look for your other mark on the other side, press it, and then press it on the side because the side is the same width. Whew, that was not easy to say. Okay, well then now I still get to put glue, don't I? Glue, 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 glue. Oh my gosh, guys, we done. Done. And we get the coolest little stuff out of it. Don't we? Out of several boxes, for goodness sake. All right, so if you have 5 more minutes, when that's done, then we put the tab and the elastic, right? If you get 5 more minutes, I can go over the big one that I did with the big cereal box because it's a little bit different. Not that much, but a little bit, okay? So if you're interested and you want to do a big format, I can go over it. All right. Bam, bam. Okay. So how did we say that was so easy, right? So you take your board. Don't start thinking about a million of things, right? Just take your board, right? You line up the side with your mark. You make sure you line up on the other side with your mark. Yes. And then you just go. You make sure if you press on anything, it's going to be your high board, right? Because you want it to stand up properly, not being like clink clonk. Yes, right? You want it to be stable. So you press on this so that together they line up. Yes, yes. And that's it. That is it. All right. Now we get, look at that. Standing up. Like the coolest thing you ever seen. Okay, the tabs. Okay, I cut some little tabs. You cut your tabs, right? Now, the name of the game is you don't want your tab to go over this. Let me explain. When you're gonna glue your tabs, you make sure your elastic goes over. So you don't want your tabs to pop up over this, right? If anything, it cannot be higher than your front and back board. Am I making sense? I hope so. All right, so we're gonna put one here, one here, one here, one here. Yes. All right, doing the tabs. I mean, that is not rocket science. We just gluing tabs. Hey, if you want to make fancy tab and everything, I mean, if you want to spend an hour and a half on your tabs, just go right ahead. I am not stopping anybody. And that's what I'm saying. When it's done, you can make them as fancy and pretty that you would like them to be, right? So you put your tab, yes, but you want to make sure your tab is not higher than this. Got it? Got it. Yes, perfect. Okay, good. This is tab number 1. Tab number 2. All right, we're gonna speed that. Oh, I'm gonna take advantage of having you here too. You know, that's when we glue and we wait to dry, then we go over a few things. All right, so anyhow, hopefully you guys are still here because I got very interesting things to say. 1, thank you for being here. Hello. Thank you to all new subscribers and all the subscribers, period. Every single one of you. Thank you for your very funny, lovely comments. And I wanted to say for all the new subscribers who are actually, because they kind of let me know in the comments, they're watching all the videos, all the free giveaway offered with the video, the older video, are still available. So if you want to take advantage of that, you still can. You just got to email at lecafecraft@gmail.com. It's in the description box, right? And you just put the title of the video and ask for the giveaway going with it, okay? And I'd be more than happy to email them back to you. How cool is this? Very cool indeed. I thought I will just, mention that. All right, and I'm going to put the other one right here. Yes, yes. I love those little tabs. Aren't they cool? Yes, they are. All right, last tab. We do the elastic, and then I go over with you for the bigger one if you're interested. Okay? Okay, last tab. I understand where you may be thinking, well, maybe it'd be easier to put the tabs before, but because you got to keep in mind the height of the front and back boards, I think it's easier. All right, cool. Elastic. All right, we don't need that anymore. You want to take a screenshot of that? All right. Done. Elastic. All right, here's the elastic. Which color elastic do we do? I think I'm gonna take maybe this one. I honestly don't remember where I got that, and maybe I think it was Michael. I am not sure. I don't know. Okay. All right, we get to figure kind of this. Yes, except you're gonna twirl this one twice, right? So like this and like that. I'm gonna put it here because it's easier to, if you get too much, it's gonna be easier to cut off. All right, the elastic. You go in the back. We said this is the back, right? So what you do with your elastic, you take it like this. I mean, this is what I did and it worked perfectly. So if you got another way to do it, please do. Elastic. Make sure it's like really tight. Okay. You put your elastic on the top. We're gonna cut that afterward. We're just measuring right now. Okay. You pass it over. Yes. And then you go on this side and then you put it here. So obviously we have too much, right? Okay. Which is why I said it's better to have more, because then instead of cutting 5 different string of elastic, just cut one and then, okay, you put it on, you go over, and then you put it here, and it still is too much. Okay, watch, this one is gonna be the right one. Gonna put it here, this, that, put it up, cross it over, go up. And I think that is good, because you're gonna put things in it, right? That's what I'm saying. Keep in mind you're gonna put things in it. So you want it snug, but not too tight. Otherwise, you're gonna put 2 pieces of paper, and then this is gonna be the end of it. Yes? Yes. All right. So now that we know that, we're gonna make this really tight. Cut it. Pull on each end. Cut it again. Because this somehow should end up hidden in the back there. And done. All right, that is it. You got your little beauty here. Okay, so now we got 1 and 2. Now, you have to use maps, obviously. You can use any other things you want. Let me tell you a few things about the big format. So the big format, which is the big cereal box, right? I kept the bottom part. Yes. Does it make your life easier? Not really, but same thing. I got the same elastic thing going on, and I got my tabs, and I got my, insert, because it's a paper sorter. Yes. So the same thing happened. Your front board and your back board are higher than your insert. The only difference is your front insert and your back insert, or vice versa, is glued on the box itself, because it's kind of almost impossible to add gussets on the last board, because you don't really have, how am I gonna say, that much to play with, because you cannot access the bottom part because of the bottom of the box. Am I making myself clear? Anyhow, so the easiest way to go about it is when all your inserts are put together, you glue the first insert on your backboard, yes, and then you're gonna flip, because your box is together, so the front is gonna be like this. Then you're gonna glue the entirety of your front insert and press it down with your hands, like so. So it's gonna be all together. It makes sense? Yes. And this is the elastic. Now, hold on. I wanna show you something while we at it. Me and my thrift store. $1.98, right? I mean, look at that. Royal linen. Those things are like $20 in Office Max or Staples or wherever you go, right? And I got 2 different. I have an off-white and I got white. See, that's why I wanted to do a full size, because you can put all your papers. Your fancy papers, the one that you use only every now and then. It fits perfectly. Here you go. You see what I'm talking about? And then this way, look, I found this one. Look at that. Mint. It's in the plastic wrap. I got this one. I got yellow linen paper in there. You sort them out. This way, that way. You can put your, what do you call it? Coffee dye papers. And here they are. And you take your little elastic. See, that's why you want to keep it loose, because then this way when you fill them up, you kind of hold the whole thing together. Yes. All right. Put that here. Right? So here it is. And that's the full size. Yes. And we got our 2 little guys. Where'd they go? And I got this one. And those I'm gonna use to put my receipt. Maybe this one, maybe I put something else in that. Actually, I already have papers in this one. Now, somebody was just telling me, hold on, because that thing is so big. They look like little purses. They do. You can put little handle and go shopping. Anyway, they are cute and adorable. Do you want to make them? Yes, you want to. Are they easy? Yes, they are. You saw me making them. It's easy. It's cute. It's adorable. It looks good. It stand up all by itself, right? So, your turn. Happy crafting. Happy making. Bye.